nobody's even going to understand this picture, right? Like you and me, if there's older people that get this, FUD-WISER. But yes, there's obviously, I've seen the FUD out there, and a lot of times we like to avoid it and everything. But like, how are you addressing some of the concerns of the FUDers, and what should collectors be excited about as things start to heat up? Because they really are starting to heat up.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think that we have to take our fair share of accountability for the reason that FUD exists, right? And so for people that
Right.
are maybe watching this, they go, what is that FUD word? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? And so
Right.
that comes as a byproduct of not being transparent and not communicating with people as much as we could be. And I will say, we have to take the lion's share of that responsibility for, the better part of the first 18 months of when I joined the position, right? It was really just, hey, we're building things behind the scenes, but we're not going to talk about them, and whatever the case may be. And whatever those decisions were made at the time, right? I mean, they were decisions that were made and we lived with them. But I think now we've I think, at least, and maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think we've done a much better job about being transparent, not only about features that we're currently developing and working on, but things that people have to look forward to moving forward. And I think part of breaking down those walls of letting people know that, hey, we are constantly working. And I think the other thing too is that you can tell people something 100 times, but a lot of people are rightfully, especially in crypto, going to be, skeptical. They're going to be reserved.
Sure.
So I think the thing that helps address the FUD more than anything, more than the communication, more than the belief for whatever, is delivery, right? Is
Right.
You can't FUD the outcome, right? And so I think what we've started to do is deliver on a more regular cadence and be transparent about the things that we're looking to deliver moving forward. And it properly expectation sets for the community, the things that are going to be accomplished, the things that we're potentially not focusing on, and the things that they have to look forward to. And so I think for us, hopefully people feel as though I'm as transparent as I can be. I do my utmost to respond to everyone on socials. The only time that I won't respond is if people are doing personal attacks, right? If they're attacking me as a person, or they're attacking the founders or whatever, then I just don't bother. But for the most part, people disagree. They go, hey, like OMI to Gem was a great example, right? There was a lot of people that said, hey, I don't agree with this. I think that this is a bad idea. Totally a fair perspective, right? And took the time to have conversations with a lot of people. There was actually someone earlier today that tagged me in a post and said, you know what? I had some time to think about it. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. I've actually changed my position on it. I thought that was really, awesome of them. And so I made sure to recognize that. And, we're not going to make decisions all the time that please everyone. I think the important thing for people to remember is that we're making the decisions because we're looking to build out the ecosystem so that it's somewhere that the masses can come in and feel comfortable exploring and being a part of. And so, people look at the decisions, they don't always necessarily understand them from the outside looking in. Oh, you're getting rid of cash out. Why is Gems an in-app currency now? Why are you pushing the OMI token forward? But I think as we start to deliver on more of these utilities and people realize just how easy it will be to interact with OMI in the ecosystem, it starts to give people that confidence. And, something that we were talking about a few minutes ago that speaks to that is you've now onboarded into OMI. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. It maybe wasn't as scary of a proposition when all was said and done as you maybe thought it would have been going into it, right? Like, what is this 100. Stacker thing? Why do we have a third-party marketplace? Why am I signing up for this? How do I list this collectible? Like, what's going? But then you start to utilize and you go, oh, wow, I can actually list the collectible and initiate it directly from within the VeVe app. Like, that's pretty cool. Oh, hey, I can just sign up with an email and it's just to a fake. Hey, that's how I log into VeVe. And so I think as people start to get comfortable with that, and so we're not there yet, but the direction that we're headed, and I think I referenced it a little earlier in our conversation, is eventually people will just be able to buy the OMI token with one click. Right. Right now they can buy USDC with one click and then they got to swap it into OMI. So there's a little bit of an extra step, but eventually, people will see a collectible on Stacker and they'll go buy 495,000 OMI. And they're going to go, what the heck is this OMI thing? Buy now. Right. And then it's going to give you the option, buy with available funds or add funds now. And when you go to add funds now, are you transferring in from an exchange or buy with a credit card, right? And you click buy with a credit card and it's going to tell you, and it'll show you the USD equivalent before that anyways. Of course, hey, it's going to cost me $47. You're like, okay, yeah, that's fine, right? And so once you kind of abstract all of that away, OMI just becomes an in-app currency, right? And no one thinks about, you know, the V-Bucks that they're buying, or the Call of Duty points, or the Robux, or, you know, all of that stuff, right? They're buying the thing that they enjoy, that they want to use in an ecosystem. And I think that that is a concept that a lot more people can get comfortable and familiar with than, you know, hey, I need you to go on this exchange. It's going to be 17 steps. You're going to need a KYC. It's going to take you 2 days, and your bank might call you to block your card. But once you get through all that, you're going to be able to buy the thing you want, right? And so I think once you remove all of those barriers, it becomes a friendly place that people want to be, you know, taking a part of and advantage of. And when they can also get rewarded for it on top of that, for purchases that they would have made anyways, that I think is where the real fun begins.
And we see it. By the way, just real quick, thanks, Tony, our Grammy winner here. How are you doing? He's got a quick question, and thank you for the super chat. How many Todds do you own, if you can tell us?
I have 1 or 2 Todds on VeVe, and then I have 12 physical Todd McFarlane statues, which are right behind my green screen right now. And I also have the limited edition 1 of 500 blue variant. My number's not 1, but it's a 1 of 500.
Oh wow!
And so that's pretty cool. So yeah,
that's cool. All right, so you've got a lot of those. All right, so we got through the FUD, and look, the FUD is good. It keeps all of us on our feet. I've always liked hearing it. I just said be respectful, right? Especially if you have something you don't like. I always suggest don't just say you hate it. Say what you would like to see, what you would do to make it better, instead of just being a little bitch. And you know, I know how it is. It could be.
You know what the issue is too, though, right? Like saying you hate something. It's not feedback, right? It's an opinion, and there's nothing wrong with people having opinions.
Exactly.
But what can I take back to the team when I go, oh, what did Jim 123 think? Oh, he hated it. Okay, did he tell you why? Well, no, he just said he hated it. Okay, so what are we changing? What are we doing better, right? And so when people go, I don't like this, and here's why I don't like it, one of two things happens, right? We go, well, one, here's why it's happening, and here's why it's objectively better, and then people either get behind it or they don't. Or we go, two, never really thought of that before. That's a great point. And then we can go back and we can iterate and improve our processes. So that's always what's going to happen when you give us feedback. But when you just kind of give us the, hey, you're a terrible people.
Right. I mean, you're out there to just slit throats in a video game and just, it's no good for anyone. Look, if you, I say, if you hate it so much, just move on. But